It's time to live your stronger life. Hey, I'm Sami, physio coach and nutritionist, and your hype girl for creating your stronger life. Here, we ditch the quick fixes and build real strength inside and out. So whether you're here to tone up, drop the body fat, build muscle, mental resilience, or ditch the diet culture, or just feel bloody good in your skin, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. So you've had a goal weight in your head for a really long time, haven't you? Because most women do. Maybe it's a number you hit years ago and you have been chasing that ever since. Maybe it's a number you've never actually reached, but you've decided that when you do, everything will click in place. You will be confident. You will feel happy. You will feel like you again. Here's what I need you to hear, ladies. That number, it may be the exact thing that's keeping you stuck. And today we're going to talk about it. We're going to be talking about goal weights, perpetual deficits, scale anxiety, and the social media version of healthy that has a lot of women running in circles and getting absolutely nowhere. So if you've ever felt like no matter what you do, you can't quite get there, or you get there and it still doesn't feel like enough, this one is for you. So let's jump into it. The number one problem, the goal weight trap. I want you to think about where your goal weight came from. Was it a number you saw on the scale at some point in your life and you decided that was when you looked your best? Or was it something your doctor once said? Was it a round number you pulled out of thin air? Was it what you weighed before kids, before your 20s, before life happened? For most women, it is one of those things. And none of them are actually based on how strong you are, how much muscle you have, how your clothes are fitting, how your energy is, how you perform, or how you feel. They're literally just a number. And so here's the kicker. Our bodies change constantly. We are not static creatures. Your weight can fluctuate by 1 or 2 kilos across a week just from water, food in your digestive system, hormones, sleep, and stress. And none of that has anything to do with body fat. So when you wake up on a Thursday morning and you're 500 grams heavier than Monday and you spiral into the I've undone all my progress, that's not logic. That's a silly fear response, and it's exhausting to live there. The goal weight trap looks like this. You decide you need to be X kilos. You cut your calories hard to get there. You get close, then something happens. A holiday, a tough week, life, literally life. And you gain a little back. You panic, you restrict harder, your relationship with food gets worse, and your stress goes up. Your adherence falls apart, and then you're right back where you started, except now you feel like a failure on top of it. Sound familiar? Yeah, this is the cycle, and the goal weight is what keeps it spinning. So this is the problem with trying to be in a deficit forever. And this is something that comes up constantly when ladies, before they start coaching with me. Women who have been in a calorie deficit for a really, really bloody long time. Not 12 weeks, not 6 months. I'm talking years and years and years of trying to lose 5 kilos. And I'm like, guys, that should take you like anywhere between 6 to 12 weeks, not 6 to 12 years. They've been eating 1,500 calories, sometimes less, often less. They're doing cardio on top of it, and they're terrified to eat more because they're convinced the moment they do, they'll blow it all out. And that's what chronic restriction does to your body. Your metabolism is adaptive, it is smart, and when you consistently undereat, your body gets more efficient at using less energy, your hunger hormones shift, your drive to move decreases, not because you're lazy, but because your body is literally trying to conserve fuel. So over time, that deficit that used to work stops working. So what do most women do? They eat less, which makes it worse. And on top of the physical stuff, the mental load of living in restriction is enormous and very underrated. Always calculating, always saying no, always just punching it through dinner with your family because you've already had your calories for the day. So you're just having a little salad on the side instead of just eating dinner with your family, as you should. And that's not a healthy relationship with food. That's survival mode. And you cannot sustain survival mode for a long time. Restriction for too long does not just stall for fat loss, it taints your energy, it wrecks your sleep, it messes with your hormones, it chips away at your training performance, and it makes food feel like the enemy, which it is absolutely not. And I say this all the time, food is fuel, food is information for your body, food can be joy, and food can definitely be connection. The goal was never to eat as little as possible for the rest of your life. The goal is to eat in a way that serves your body, supports your training, and lets you actually live your life, woman. So the 2,000 calorie fear, can we talk about this thing for a minute? Because I see this so often. Women are scared to eat more than 2,000 calories. It's like some magical ceiling that the moment they cross their line, something terrible is going to happen. And I don't even know where that number come from. Well, I do. It's because 2,000 calories is often quoted as an average of what people's like daily energy calorie needs are. But do you know what? It's not actually specific to what your body needs. It's just literally an average of like every single person's maintenance calories from a research study, all their maintenance calories put together. And it was a window range. It was like 2,000 to 2,300 or something. It was like, actually, I think it was like 1,800 to 2,300 or something like that. So the researchers just said 20,000 because it's an even, clean number, and it kind of prevents overeating in a lot of populations. So that is literally all it is. It is just a random ass number from a research study that said on average a good portion of the population will probably do pretty damn well if they did 2,000 calories for their maintenance. But that doesn't mean it's right for you, because how much you need depends on your height, your weight, your muscle mass, your activity levels, your training volume, and what phase of life you're in. I have clients who are actively losing fat eating 2,100 calories, 2,200 calories. I have clients who need 1,800 calories because they're shorter and less. I have some that need more, some that need less. Numbers vary quite a lot. But you know what isn't that common? Prescribing 1,200 calories. Very, 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 very rare. Very rare. So here's the thing. If you've been chronically undereating and your body likely needs more than you think, not less. One of the most powerful things I've seen in coaching is women when they go through a reverse diet, slowly bringing their calories up and finding what their body composition needs, and their body improves. More energy, better training, more muscle, less stress eating, because they're finally given their body what it actually needs to function. Eating more is not a failure. Eating more, when done strategically, is often exactly what you need to actually change. And the fear of that number on the plate is just as worth addressing as fearing a number on the scale. But thank you, social media, because y'all have done that. And I want to be really honest here. Social media has done a huge number on how many women think their body should look, how fast they should get there, and what they should be doing in order to achieve it. You scroll and see someone with an incredible physique, great lighting, great angle, full glam, and the caption says, "This is just my natural body. I just eat clean and do a bit of cardio or a bit of Pilates." And you think, why isn't that working for me? It's because that is not the story. That is not what they're doing, and that is not what they have done to get there. You're not seeing the years of training. You're not seeing the professional lighting. You're not seeing what they eat in a full week, or what their hormones are doing, or what their genetics look like, or whether what they're presenting is their everyday reality. You are seeing a highlight reel, and you're comparing it to your behind the scenes. Social media has also pushed us this idea that there is a right way, a specific calorie number, a specific macro split, a specific type of training that unlocks the body you want. And if it's not working for you, you must be doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. You're not. Your body just might be following advice that was not built for your body, your life, or your actual goals. There is no one-size-fits-all approach, except for you should be lifting weights to protect your bone density and muscle mass, and you should be eating pretty high protein and eat some fruit, veggies, but drink some water. Aside from that, you need a custom plan for what those specific steps actually look like. And anyone telling you otherwise is selling you something. And I mean, yes, I sell coaching, but I also am telling you that just lift weights, eat high protein as your foundation, and then the rest is very custom to your specific needs. And full disclosure, even when I do, hey, spend a day with me, I did one not that long ago. Seriously, I didn't actually record that all in one day because I kept bloody forgetting. I just forgot. So it's not that my day was anything extravagant that I had to hide shit. It was just that I literally would do something and I was like, damn it, I was doing a recording for what I'm doing in a day and I forgot. Or I'm just really boring. So I actually had to do 2 days because I completely forget a lot of the time, but that's fine. That is real life. Anyways, back to the podcast. What actually works? The simple, sustainable way. So if it's not a goal weight, if it's not a forever deficit, if it's not copying what works for someone else, then what is it? What is going to work? Here's what I know works, not just from the research, but from years of coaching real women through real life, getting real results that last. Ditch the goal weight, set a goal body, and know that that is going to take a really bloody long time. And it's always ever growing and always ever adapting and always improving. What do you actually want to feel like? Strong, energetic, confident in your clothes, capable in the gym? What does that look like in terms of habits, not a number on a scale? When you shift from I want to weigh X to I want to feel strong and fuel my body well and train consistently, everything changes because those are the things that you can actually control. You can't really control the number on the scale, but you can control what you do. Number 2, eat enough to support your training. You cannot build the body you want on air. Muscle needs fuel. You need fuel to recover. Your brain needs fuel to function. Your hormones need fuel to stay regulated. If you're training 3 to 4 times a week and chronically undereating, you're working against yourself. You're breaking tissue down without giving your body what it needs to build back stronger. Eat enough. Prioritize your protein. Spread it across the day. Build your meals around protein, add carbs and healthy fats. Don't skip on the carbs or the fats. Have your fruit and veggies. Food is not the enemy. It is a very, very important tool. And 3, understand that the scale will move around every day, forever. That's just life. Water retention from a salty meal, hormonal fluctuations across your cycle, food sitting in your literal digestive system that has not entered the building yet, and inflammation from a hard training session. None of these are fat gain. None of these are signs that you're doing anything wrong. So zoom out and look at the trends over weeks, not days. Use photos, measurements, and how you feel, how your clothes fit, your energy levels, and your strength in the gym. The scale is just one data point. That is it. And 4, build habits, not rules. Rules get broken. Habits get built. I don't eat carbs after 6 p.m. is a dumb rule. And I can say it harshly like that because I embarrassingly used to believe that when I was a teenager. I literally would not eat after 7 p.m. If it was after 7 p.m. and I hadn't had dinner yet, I'd just have a shower and go to bed and be like, that sucks. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous saying it back now. The moment you eat carbs at 6:01, nothing happens. Nothing happens. I try to include protein in every meal and move my body most days. That is a habit. It has room for imperfection. It stacks over time. It makes changes in your body no matter what, and it becomes who you are. Identity-based habits are powerful. When you start to see yourself as someone who lifts, who fuels well, who prioritizes their health, who changes the decisions you make without it feeling like just willpower. It is what it is. It is who you are. And some days it's going to be better and some days it's not going to be as fabulous. And that is okay because you're always focusing on progress over perfection. So here's the reframe I want you to take from today. The goal was never the number on the scale. The goal is to build a body and a life that you can sustain, that you actually enjoy, that makes you feel strong, capable, and like yourself again. That doesn't come from restriction and fear. It comes from consistency, nourishment, and giving your body and mind what they actually need. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent with the basics. Most of the time. And when you mess up, you reset at the next meal, not Monday, not next month, not next week, the next meal. 1% better every day. That's where results are built, and that is the stronger life. So if this one resonated with you, if you heard something that made you think, oh, yep, that's me, share it with a friend because chances are she needs to hear it too, and come message me and let me know because I love to know when my podcast is actually hitting home and beneficial for you guys. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and subscribe. And I'd love if you shared this on your Instagram and tag me Sami_livestrong. And if you'd like to learn more about my coaching and join the Project Livestrong family, please message me Livestrong on Instagram and I'll see how I can help. I'll see you next time.